first recollection, it was a very busy, vital, active place. But the stores downtown were pretty nice, and people, it was kind of a regional shopping area. People would come to Stillwater to shop. People from Cushing and even Polka City would come to Stillwater to shop. And we did have some nice stores. And some nice restaurants downtown. And the movie theater, that was kind of it. Then there was a period, things started, we got into this movement sort of into the suburbs. That pulled away from downtown. And there was a period of time when we were all quite concerned about what was going to happen to Stillwater.
I came in 2004, and there was some activity in the downtown area. There wasn't a whole lot of foot traffic. There was a couple of eating places, and they'd be pretty busy, mainly around lunchtime though. Not anything like what you see today.
When I came on board in 2008, we always used the analogy that you could have stood on Main Street on a Friday night with the shotgun and not hit a car. It was pretty bad at that time. The business has really grown. We've probably got the highest pedestrian traffic and business that we've ever had. Definitely low vacancies, which is always a good thing for us.
The Business Improvement District number 1 was established in the fall of 2007. It is a special overlay area of a certain area of town, and it is established to encourage investment, provide incentive opportunities and whatnot for establishment of certain businesses and activities throughout that specified area. Money is generated from property collections that are made just from properties within that area, and that money is turned around and spent only within that area on projects.
We have a special tax in this area. It's almost like a large homeowners association where the people in this specific area has agreed to place a tax upon themselves. That money then is used for services they've also agreed upon. So the money's collected by the city. It has specific use for downtown, so we can't spend it on anything else besides really activities downtown, whether it be advertising cost or downtown landscaping cost. There's all specific use in mind, but we really are a program that sustains itself.
With the bid being implemented, the expansion of businesses, we have a lot more businesses, we have different types of opportunities, we have many more activities that are in the Business Improvement District area. Prior to the bid number 1 being established, the area then known as downtown was limited to the businesses and activities from 6th to 9th Main Street over to Husband. Not near as expansive as what we have today.
We now run from 4th along Main Street all the way to 15th, and then over roughly Duncan to Lowry. We make a few jogs in between there, but that really is what we now consider downtown Stillwater.
Visiting downtown not only helps businesses and activities, it keeps the people focused in this area. It has the business owners being able to continue their business and possibly expand it. Helps the City of Stillwater because of the revenue that's generated from any shopping and eating and drinking and whatever else that goes on down there. To do downtown, eat, drink, shop, look, see, tour, play, listen to a band. Sit on a sidewalk cafe and have a meal or have an after dinner drink. There's all kinds of festivals and shows and cultural events and street parties, and you can listen to bluegrass while you're sitting in the street because the street's closed and you don't have to worry about vehicular traffic. You can shop for handmade art pieces by local or regional artists. You can bring your kids down, or you as an adult who wants to dress up for the Halloween carnival. There's all kinds of activities that's going on.
It's also, again, a very historic piece of Stillwater, and it's often been described as, Stillwater as a big quilt, and downtown has always been the heart of that quilt. And when the heart or that center piece starts to unravel like it was doing, the rest of the quilt kind of falls apart. So we really need that piece, that heart of downtown, to stay going as strong as it can, just to keep all the other areas alive also.
You can see the history of Stillwater. You can see a lot of the architectural styles that we have of the buildings. You can experience a small urban style environment, but it's still an urban style environment that you can experience in the downtown. So you can just come downtown and live.
I love every brick and mortar piece that's downtown. I think that every building that we have has a story, and I think that's what's the most important thing, is just trying to capture that story and keep it there for generations to come. And if you walk through some of the buildings that are 75 years plus old, or you look at the hardwood floors that have been there for generations after generations, to me, just keeping that for the next group that comes through, or my kids or their kids, so they can look back and see, you know, that's a part of our original downtown. And not very many places in today's world can say that those are the original buildings, that's the original floors, the original ceilings. I just really like the fact that we're capturing a part of that history.
It's the first place I visited when I came to Stillwater. I drove through the downtown. I fell completely in love with it, even though it was just a shell of what we see as downtown Stillwater today. I fell in love with it because the promise and the opportunity that I saw.
You ask. For me, and the way that I look at downtown, it's always been a center for business and for people to come and meet and gather. I don't think that's changed over the years. I think it will still continue to be that meeting place. I think that the way that it has grown, it's become a little more sociable with more restaurants and bars and more shopping. I think that we've created a nice little niche for ourselves, that it really is a unique place in Stillwater. It's not like everybody else, and it has a little more character than every other place in town. Well, I hope that we continue growing like we are right now. We have some pretty large buildings, some of our multi-story buildings that could be used for more residential development. Retail and restaurant is really strong right now, but that residential development is something that we still struggle with, and hopefully with the right people in place and the community leaders that we have right now, we can make that happen, because I do believe once you have people that live downtown permanently, they really do help the area with long-term survival and success.
I own a building downtown, the 7th Avenue Center. Of course, I have an interest in what goes on downtown Main Street, and that building is a major investment for me. I'm very interested in the continued growth and redevelopment of downtown. I think the investment opportunities downtown are good, and I'm glad to see people making investments in downtown and upgrading their buildings. I'm glad to see some of the things that have happened downtown, like Brooklands is a great addition to downtown, and Louis, and I'm hoping to see some more things like that.
I definitely think that, especially if you're not familiar with Stillwater, that you should get to know your community, whether that's downtown or visiting your local hospital or city hall or the county courthouse. I think that once you learn about a community, it really does help you grow, not only in your personal life, but also in your professional life. So I would just say for everyone to make sure that they check out downtown and all of our surrounding areas.
I think if anybody has not had an opportunity to come and take time to experience downtown Stillwater, you are really missing out on something, because it's amazing what you can find and see and experience and feel and make memories from. So come on down.